Is it easy for you if I took time? Would you feel secure if I told you everything on my mind? Imagination can't take its toll. Let it run wild with some time. It'll turn you down. Saving up your feelings till it feels right. Put up a good fight. If you can't throw a punch, then it don't feel right. 'Cause you can't come around anymore. You gotta play on social. I'm standing up and coming up so tough. Are you sure? You're strong enough to stay on my mind. Are you standing up? Are you strong enough to stay on my mind? Are you strong enough to stay on my mind? We're way too young to even know if we're a moment, if we're better alone. Don't make a promise if you're gonna run. Give me no option. You're not strong enough to good times. Sending all our feelings through a whole line. Put up a good fight. If you can't throw a punch, then it don't feel right. 'Cause you can't come around anymore. You gotta play on social.
The dish to Arenas. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Some changes for Phoenix. Adams, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. OG Anunoby comes in for Christie. And Bibby subbed in for Heel. Memphis also making some changes. Mutombo comes in for Charles Oakley. And Shane Battier subbed in for Oregon. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Mutombo is out there with Elijah Wan. And it's Rose, then it's Shane Battier, and it's Covington in at the 2 guard. Back to Elijah Wan. Shot clock at 6. Rejected by Arenas, and they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Suns trail by 6. Fires from 18. Second chance effort. Offensive rebound. Here's Adams. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit. Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Covington against Arenas. Not going to go that time. Good D by Elijah Wan. Here's Covington, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Good look there as well. And this is what Hakeem's worked on. Pay too much attention to him, and he'll burn you with a nice find.
Now here's Arenas. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Gets the first. That brings them within single digits. And both free throws good for Arenas. Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They're ahead by 8. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Nick Anderson.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Well, he needed a game like this badly. He's been struggling for a while now, but tonight he broke out of that slump in style. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Suns trail by 8. Now Bibby. Pass to Arenas. Back to Bibby. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot block.
Rose kicks to Battier. Pass to Olajuwon. Mutombo inside. Adams defending.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
And the Suns here with a different look. Chet Diallo, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Johnson comes in for OG Anunoby. Christie, he's checked in for Gilbert Arenas. And it's Carter in for Mike Bibby. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Anderson, he's checked in for Olajuwon. Josh Jackson comes in for Shane Battier. Allen's checked in for Robert Covington. And Ball subbed in for Derrick Rose. Now here's Adams. Christie, the pass to Johnson. Hits the three-point bomb. And now we've got the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Yeah, impressed with the work ethic of Ball. You can see a desire to want to be great. And he's going to continue to work on improving those weaknesses.
Timeout called. The Suns, they're trailing by 7. 11 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I just think they have to focus on the moment. Don't worry about the score. Worry about executing the next play.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. David, thank you.
Around in my crew, I ain't even got no roof. 4:30, I'll get proof. Any day I'ma have juice. Break down, pay me back from the. I need a panic on the wrist like a. I ain't never really blended with the cool kids. One day they gon' love me, that's true. I need all them things. I ain't never got no praise. All them gaudy chains. Drink my body, that's just my taste. Never gon' walk away. I can't even talk that way. To be honest, I was young and afraid that one day everything changes. I'm like, ooh, yeah, get it all back. Falling by the side, I was sick of all that. Old friends told me I was never gonna last, and that's why I just kept them in the past. Yeah, falling for it. So I came way too far. Falling on them buckets, running, treat me like a star.
Everything feeling new now. Way up about the now. See the picture that I drew now. And I really can't lose now. They control like Chris now. Yeah, they know how I do it now. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. I'm doing me. Hey, that's how I like it. That's how I like it. Making a beat shit. Got on my wallet. Got on my wallet. I had a breakout. Out of the silence. Out of the silence. 130, I'm bouncing. Man, throw it all cause I'm out of it. And now I'm
falling for it. So I came way too far.
Can't wait too far, can't wait too far.
Falling on no buckets, running, treat me like a star.
Ooh, treat me like a star, yeah.
From deep. Starks with the rebound. Nets trail by 5. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Lou Williams out there with Starks. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Ibaka in at the power forward. Aldridge, no luck.
Well, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Arenas has doubled. Feeds it to Bagley. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the wing. Bagley's got the lead up to 7 now for Phoenix.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They trail by 7. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Gilbert Arenas.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show, worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. No surprise, he was not happy with the turnovers. He told them, we are giving this one away, guys. We've got to be more careful with the ball. Play within the offense and get good open shots. Kevin?
And here is Kidd following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. From 12 feet out, and the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from LaMarcus Aldridge.
You know, whether he's posting up, spotting up, or working the pick and roll, Aldridge has a versatile game.
Now here's Hield. Out to the right wing. For 3, Bibby. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Here's Aldridge trying to get open his shot. Aldridge can't get it to go. The Suns shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. Kidd with the steal. And now Kidd pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Mike Bibby.
And Kidd, really just a nightly triple-double threat. Big point guard who can score, pass, and also rebounds the ball.
And the Suns here with a different look. Chet Diallo, he's checked in for Robinson. Johnson comes in for OG Anunoby. Christie, he's checked in for Hield. And it's Carter in for Mike Bibby. Now here's Johnson. Here's Adams. Second chance shot. Out to Carter. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Prince. Jackson in the corner. From outside.
We made a weed on the force in our system. We let a weed on the back of the vision. We don't got time like we don't on the watch. Whole team of mine when we blow up the spot. I'm getting mine, you should know it's a lie. But we got the people thinking you high. No, not on my watch. I don't wanna follow you guys. I don't wanna lie in your guys. Python or Fox. Could ever try and stop me? I'm the God in see, it's the God in me. Give apologies, and I say that with honesty. I don't wanna hear it at all to see it at all.
nothing else. That's why every beat I'm on is water and I'm Michael Phelps. Go up, partner, get your breath up, but that don't equal up. But you can't help but your
Anderson dishes to Rose. Olajuwon trying to break free.
LeBron using his big mitts there. Comes in handy on defense. Getting up there to spike that one away.
Olajuwon kicks to Rose. Here's Mutombo. Makes it off the glass. Mutombo's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've got Mutombo. Olajuwon is out there with Shane Battier. And there's Anderson. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
He's got to get to the line a little bit more here in the second half. Let's see if he can get that edge back that he had in the first.
He kicks to Anderson. The pass to Olajuwon. That shot off. Randall with some nice deep.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him. The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Now here's Rose. To Olajuwon. Olajuwon drawn the double team. 4 on the shot clock. Battier for 3. Goes back up. Gets the bucket and the foul. They get Sean Murray.
And how about the killer cool of Olajuwon? Loves to put the team on his back when the game gets tight.
He's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Here's Kittle. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Poked away. Here's Anderson. Passes to Olajuwon. Back to Anderson. 1:46 left in the game. Back to Olajuwon. Randall outside. And then Randall slams it in.
How about Randall? Dependable big in a big moment.
James against Rose. Pass to Olajuwon. The turnaround jumper. Olajuwon's got 32 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. Well, LeBron James lives for the big moment. Another one there.
Free throw good, LeBron.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want you guys attacking like he did there.
Olajuwon. Is again. It's good.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, Greg, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 4. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And with this game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game.
Yeah, his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Alvin Gentry told his team during the break. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Good look there as well. And this is what Hakeem's worked on. Pay too much attention to him, and he'll burn you with a nice find.
A shot by Marion, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And for Derrick Rose, the question will be how much of his MVP level of play from 2011 can he recover? You'd love to see him return to that form.
LeBron can't get it together.
Occasion. I stay ready cause destiny impatient. Changes, I've been seeing changes. If you talking fire, then we speak the same language. And I don't never get extinguished. Kick out my friends on one set of fingers. And they try to cut me some slack, but my energy is at an all-time high. Coming up.
Smart with the ball. Holiday surveying the floor. Lets it go from deep. Smart misses.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Wood out there with Warren. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the shooting guard position. 5 to shoot. Here's Warren. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
That free throw came from Warren.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
For the Hawks, Greg Oden. He's checked in for Wood. And it's Aaron Gordon in for Kawhi Leonard.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kevin Garnett.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Atlanta calls timeout. And look at Kevin Garnett. What a contribution.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Oden. Takes a three. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 6th assist on the night. Richardson outside. Pass to Campbell. And Throws it back. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Just 3 to shoot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 1. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. There's 1:54 left here in the fourth quarter. Garnett outside. Pass to Bowen. The Nuggets moving the ball around, and that one's good by Garnett.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday stands very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Now here's Schroeder. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Gordon.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Yeah, Garnett, a remarkable scorer. Just a number of moves inside to choose from, including that little feathery-looking jump shot.
Now here's Schroeder. He feeds it to Gordon. Garnett with the block. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. It's Richardson on the run.
And boy, he's really improved. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Here's Schroeder after the Nuggets pick up 2. Down low. Gordon. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
Holiday, the pass to Garnett. It drops.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Warren. Excellent detail from Garnett.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And Dennis Schroeder hits the whistle that time. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. What an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props.
And so in the game for the Pacers, we've got Van Exel, onto Tacumbo out there with Jabari Parker. Then it's Morant, and it's Oladipo in at the 2.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's O'Neal, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Shaq's got 8 here in the quarter. As you and I were just talking about this, as more and more players are going public with their trade requests, do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on.
That mid-range, Jay, just no problem for a big man like LaMarcus Aldridge. Really, he has patented that jump shot.
Morant passes to Oladipo. Parker outside. Indiana moving it around. A fader. And Shaq pulls it down. O'Neal's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Williams passes to Aldridge. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the 4th. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. O'Neal controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Shaq's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Brooklyn.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And on the season, this is going to be their 3rd win in 4 games against this team.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Here's Giannis in the slam.
These feelings for you I can't control. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone. Do I cross your mind? Gotta know these feelings for you I can't control. Been on my way for a while now. I took steps. And I know you've waited a long time. But don't fret. We got next. We got next. We got next, we got now, next, how, just ask me.
Kicks it to Thompson. Carter on the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Loved the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Aldridge out there with Ibaka. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Williams. And it starts in at the 1 spot. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Williams. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Thompson.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Here's O'Neal. After the Heat pick up 2. Timeout called the Nets.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Michael Finley, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Kidd comes in for John Starks. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Odom.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game. He wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Tracy McGrady. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And it's Williams with the ball for Brooklyn. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Williams. Stolen by Wade. To the paint. Here's Millsap. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Heat?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. But that's just pure effort and hustle.
And that's why Millsap has all those zeros at the end of his pay stub, fellas. Comfortable stepping up, especially when his team needs a big one.
Now here is Aldridge. The kick out to Williams. Now here's Kidd. Just 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Aldridge. And no good. The dry spell continuing play. Millsap dishes to Wade. Back to Millsap. Wade outside. Passes it to Millsap. And the basket is good. Millsap's got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Greg, you can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible. Aldridge never backs down in these big moments. A player who wants the ball in clutch situations.
And Chet comes to help. On the pass to Millsap. Back to Miller. Over Kidd. The offensive rebound. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Here's the 3. Let's keep it alive. And it's Aldridge missing. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
And Brooklyn has possession. 3-pointer. That shot misses.
You can't throw a punch that it don't feel right. 'Cause you can't feel the rhythm anymore. You gotta play on social. And you're coming off so tough. Are you sure? Strong enough to stay on my Shut up, babe. And you're coming up so tough. Are you sure? Oh, you're strong enough to stay on my mind. Strong enough to stay on my mind. In your love. So I miss you when you're up by my side. Can you keep my love?
Here's Wood, guarded by Horford. Schroeder against Murray. Schroeder kicks to Leonard. He sinks the 11-footer. Leonard's got 11 in the second half. They've got Batum. Murray out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Horford. And it's Lamb at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Dallas calls timeout.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Turner's checked in for Dallas. Duncan comes in for Murray. Greg Oden, he's checked in for the Hawks. Gordon comes in for Kawhi Leonard. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Atlanta calls timeout. The top stories here, Tim Duncan getting it done today.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
Bounce pass from Warren. It's good from Schroeder on the assist by Warren.
There's no doubt that Schroeder is not the first option, but he's still an option. Great confidence there and a big shot.
Dallas calls timeout. Dinwiddie against Schroeder. Dinwiddie passes to Batum. Shoots. And he swishes it right through. Batum's got the lead up to 4 now for the man.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Well, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Now, here's Warren. Gordon trying to break loose. Warren, good.
T.J. Warren not afraid of that shot.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. To the inside. And stolen by Gordon. Feeds to Warren. Got a piece of it. We've got 1:23 left to play in the final quarter. Here comes with the double team. Here's Duncan. And trying to free himself up. Duncan misses.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The lead is 2. Batum finds Turner. Money!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
The Hawks shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. Batum against Warren. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. To the middle. Here's Schroeder. And can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Schroeder. He's explosive. He's good at finding his way to the line because he uses that quickness well. You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Dinwiddie passes to Duncan. The shot, no good. Here's Atlanta now. A 2-point game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Warren with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game.
Game gets tight. T.J. Warren comes through.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. There's 21 seconds left in the game. Got it.
And they got a foul to get here if they need it.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Could win it. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's an arrow victory for the Mavericks. Pulling out. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks, for Greg Anthony.
Can't wait too far, can't wait too far, yeah.
No, no, buckets running, treat me like a star.
Ooh, treat me like a star, yeah.
Lost my breath and myself all at once. The more you talk, the more I speak to myself. They say it's bad for my health, you can tell, but I'm almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there.
I let the money control. I got them, I love me. My diamonds wear like a faucet.
Eric Bledsoe taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Chris, is there someone you competed with that you feel is underrated by history, has not been given their due?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think when you look at White Chalk and Jason Williams and what he started in the culture of play and what he continued. You look at Ben Wallace, who I played with 4 years at Washington, and he was coming off the bench there, and we saw that potential with him. I mean, the way he led the league in rebounding, his defensive prowess. I mean, the Pistons wouldn't have had a championship and gotten to another final if it wasn't for him. And also, I got to shout my man out, Mike, Bibby, and Peja Stojakovic, 2 of the best shooters I've played with.
Oh, great names, and I totally agree. We've got Parker. Oladipo is out there with Fred VanVleet. And there's Jared Allen. And it's Van Exel. And at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
The versatility of Love. He's a dependable shooter from deep, a rugged post player, great rebounder. He does so many things well.
Now here's Parker. Oladipo, the pass to Allen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, G.A., I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
He hits both from the strike. Rockets leading by 12. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Scott. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 4 assists in the game. And here's Oladipo. To the wing on the left. Here's Van Vliet. Nice shot from the wing. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Rockets. Pass to Love. Gallinari on the wing. Shoots over Van Exel. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. Andrew Wiggins is checked in for Gallinari. Pacers trail by 12. Here's Oladipo. Inside, Allen. And Allen slams it in.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Now here's Bledsoe. From 13, Wiggins trying to free himself up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jabari Parker.
Gotta respect how Love moves close into the rim. Skilled at drawing fouls and getting to the line.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 1:44 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Oladipo after trying to free himself up. Oladipo misses.
Everything looked good until the finish. And it all goes wrong.
Outside, Scott. Five on the clock. The 3, Bledsoe. Pacers with the rebound.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Houston.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Steph Curry.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Now here's Bledsoe. Excellent D there from Allen.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this.
I rondo on my glow when I pivot. Oh. Cause I maneuver through the like a bottle of Metamucil in a body that's used to being. And most consumers, they view me as a ruler like Mansa Musa. Cause I stay with some jewels, they can't exonerate them from every ounce of trouble water they've been in. Spend in time in places it ain't safe to swim in. Without yelling, I try to tell them they should make amends. From where I'm from, you see so much pain. But touch can't do it, me. Now they know my name. I done got it out the mud and put on from my day one. That's why I miss by doing Dave Chappelle show or you don't play or love. walking in the sunshine. But that was only one time.
Well, one thing that he have been terrific at the last few years, protecting the rim.
The Heat have taken an old-school approach to the center position, choosing physical intimidators over floor spacers.
That free throw, no good.
And I love the passion that Jackson plays with. Never bashful when it comes to pulling the trigger, and an outstanding two-way player.
Jeff Hornacek, he's checked in for Chicago. Russell comes in for Draymond Green. And the second free throw, good. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, has ordered the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Russell is out there with Jeff Hornacek. Then it's Johnson, and there's Jackson, and it's Baines in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Wade. Shot clock at 2 from deep three-point range. Here's Nurkic. Got it from 16 feet. Nurkic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
And they double up Russell. Now the pass to Jackson. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. And that's 15 points for Steven Jackson. And so Miller will bring it up for Miami. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Wade. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Everything is working for D. Wade. He is turning back that clock.
Russell with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Shoots from 14, and with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Larry Johnson.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now, here's Wade. There's a minute 47 left here in the fourth quarter. Tries from 16, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
The mid-range jump shot has always been a staple of D. Wade's game.
And they double up Russell on the wing. Johnson over Wade. Johnson's shot is off.
High percentage look for him, but bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Here's Van Horn. He's guarded by Russell. Wade passes to Millsap. And they pick up 2. And now a 12-point Heat lead.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Johnson, good, and the assist goes to Russell.
A lost art in this game. Terrific bounce pass.
Miami's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Heat.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Dwayne Wade.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Pressure turned me into a giant. A thin line between living and I'm on the edge and I might just came for. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need improvement. Fell asleep, but man, woke up superhuman.
Here's Clark. It's Nurkic, top of the key. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jared Allen.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And the first one at the line is good. Markers checked in for the Pacers. Oladipo comes in for Morant, and both free throws good for Nurkic. Pacers trail by 5. We've got Fred VanVleet. Jabari Parker is out there with Jared Allen. Then there's Van Exel. And it's Oladipo in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Dwayne Wade.
And I just love how assertive he's been at the offensive end tonight. That's really come across in his passing. He's been decisive, knowing just where to go with the ball, and making some great feeds. The D hasn't been able to figure out what to do against this guy.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack. If there's nothing there, then you can pull it back out and run the offense. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And the Pacers call time here. One guy who's been getting it done is Yusuf Nurkic.
Boy, he's been relentless. And to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
And stolen by Miller. Here's McGrady. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And so Allen will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 7-point differential. Oladipo against McGrady. Oladipo is good.
Oladipo getting more confident in these big-time moments, demands the basketball and finds a way to score.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're up by 5. And there's a minute 45 left in the 4th quarter. There's a minute 45 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Miller, the pass to Van Horn. Kicks to Nurkic. It's rebounded by Indiana. VanVleet finds Oladipo, and he makes that one. Now just a 3-point Miami lead.
Well, the rising fire from Victor Oladipo, the team is feeding off him right now.
To the paint, stolen by Allen. And a fast break now for the Pacers. And that one's good. Parker.
Well, the mental toughness of Jabari Parker. Go ahead, big time.
Miller outside to the middle. There's Nurkic. Yes!
And that one sent the bench into a frenzy.
A I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now, here's Oldie. Over to the wing. Now here's Van Vliet, covered by Miller. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Millsap kicks to McGrady. Here's Van Horn. Just 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Here's Nurkic. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a Heat check.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. The second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
And so the big win by Miami. Thank you, David. Great.
When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone, do I cross your mind? Gotta know these feelings for you I can't control. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone, do I cross your mind? Gotta know these feelings for you I can't control. Trying to figure out just how I feel about you. I just like the fact that I can keep it real around you. All these ups and downs like I lost and found you. Can't believe I'm standing here still without you. When you up at night, do you think about me? Do I cross your mind? Just wish that you would tell me if so. Then I got a place that we could go. Ain't gonna let you play me like the game's on your phone. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone, do I cross your mind? Gotta know these feelings for you I can't control. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone, do I cross your mind? Gotta know these feelings for you I can't
And the Rockets with possession here. A 2-point game. Here's Scott. It's hauled in by the Heat.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Wendell Carter is up there with Nurkic. Then it's Tracy McGrady. Then it's Thompson. And it's Clark. And it's the shooting guard. It's the group on the floor for Miami.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Timeout called the Heat. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Steph Curry.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, every game has been working.
Kevin Love's checked in for Houston. Eric Bledsoe comes in for Scott. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric's post for coaching the team during the break. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. We're going to make a move. It's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
Timeout called the Rockets. On defense, the Heat, they lead by 1. Count it. 30 points for Steph Curry.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Here's Miller. Pass to Millsap. Here's McGrady. Offline with his 3. Rocket shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Bledsoe looking it over. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. And now it's a 3-point Houston lead. Miller with the ball. And there's the pass to Van Horn. Now here's Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. McGrady outside. No good on that one. AT that time from Curry. Down low and stolen by Miller. And McGrady with a clear path to the hoop. Good on the bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're up by 1. 1:25 left in the fourth. And the Rockets with possession here. It's a 1-point game. A shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Here's Love. And easy 2 points on the layup. Love's got 6 in the quarter.
There's a great example of Love's basketball IQ, getting himself into perfect position for that putback.
Now here is Miller. Cousins pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
A shot by Curry, no good. And Miami shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Millsap attacking, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I'll tell you what, Millsap's mobility is impressive, but he's also skilled at putting the ball on the floor and challenging the defense.
And so Paul Millsap nails both of them.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Bledsoe against Wood. Good work defensively by Millsap. McGrady left side. Shoots over Curry. A shot by McGrady, no good. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. They lead by 1. Pass to Love. Gallinari outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Van Horn. It's in!
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They trail by 3. 5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
And here's Millsap from the arc. Bullseye! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
This is why Millsap makes the big bucks. He's dependable at stepping up his game in the clutch.
And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. From the inbound, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Miami called for the foul. And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
Ginawa niya lahat eh. Para hindi na mag-OT. Kaya ka na mag-OT.
And you're coming up so tough. Are you sure? Strong enough to stay on my mind. Strong enough to stay on my mind. So I miss you when you're not by my side. Can you keep up? Keep hanging on until our bodies touch. Are you strong enough?
Lang siya eh.
Shepherd gave it all, never